Hey everybody, Ryan McCaffrey with IGN. I am joined by a very special guest. His name is Neil Barnden. You may know him in the community as Nobby, and he is one of the creators of the game we're playing right now, which is Carmageddon Reincarnation. Great to have you, Nobby.
Great to be here, Ryan.
So you've kindly made a very long trip from across the pond, tiny island off of England.
That's it. The Isle of Wight is where we've been based for the 20 years of Stainless's existence.
And that's part of what makes this whole project cool. You guys have been around 20 years. The original Carmageddon was a huge hit in 1997. It shocked a lot of people back then, made a lot of politicians very unhappy, but made a lot of video game players very happy. You went on to make Carmageddon 2, and now here you are. You'd lost the license. You'd lost your own property because your original publisher, SCI, owned it. Do I have that correct?
That's correct, yeah.
And
that's just the way things were, yeah.
Yeah, but you've managed to, Jedi mind trick them into giving it back, right?
Yeah, well, what happened was that the original publisher, SCI, if they bought IDOS, they became IDOS, and then in turn were swallowed up by the bigger Square Enix.
Right.
And once when we heard that Square now effectively owned the rights to Carmageddon, we thought, oh, hold on a second, I'm sure big Japanese publisher, they're probably actually not going to do anything with this title. It's not something that that seems like a fit. So we had
Final Fantasy Carmageddon edition.
Fortunately,
it might be the Final Fantasy I'd play.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, it didn't occur to anyone there that obviously that was the way to go. So we started talking to people we knew there, and after a few years of negotiations, we bought the rights to the IP back. We're all delighted, absolutely delighted to have it back, where it belongs.
And the cool part is, to really bring it full circle, I mean, you were on the original team, and a lot of the team members on Reincarnation have been at Stainless since the original Carmageddons, right?
I mean, I'm the co-founder of the company with Patrick Buckland, who's still coding, has done the crushing code for this game, and is right there in the thick of it, actually making the game what it is today, having done it the first time around. There were a team of 8 of us made the original game.
Wow.
And,
which was normal back then.
Yeah, most of those guys are still with us. I think there's got to be 6 of the 8 guys are still with us now. So we've expanded. Where there were 8 to start with, there are 100 people at Stainless, 100 plus now. We obviously have other work that we're doing as well as this game.
Yeah, you guys are a lot of modern gamers know you for making the very excellent Magic the Gathering series, which is pretty much an annual thing these days, right?
That's it. And we've had a very good relationship, built up a very good relationship with Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro, and we've been very fortunate to be able to continue doing that work for them. And in the meantime, now this gives us another string to Stainless's bow, and one that fits us perfectly.
Because it turns out you guys, Magic the Gathering is one thing, but it's a clean, sterile thing. Turns out you guys are a bunch of dick joke telling sickos.
Honestly,
and I mean that in a nice way.
Listen, this is what for us. That's what it's all about. If we can tell willy jokes all day long, that's what we'll do. Yes. So our mind's firmly embedded in the gutter. We need an outlet for that, and obviously this game gives us exactly that.
So Carmageddon Reincarnation, for those of you, I'm old at this point. I played the original game and the sequel in college, but if you're new to Carmageddon, we can obviously see and infer a bit from the title and see what's going on screen. We are hitting pedestrians, being rewarded for it, but what is sort of what is the Cliff's Notes for? What is the elevator pitch version of Carmageddon?
It's the antidote to racing games. Basically, you're not encouraged to race. Although, sorry, this time around we have actually got death race events, which means that you have events as your playing career where you do actually get to race. However,
oh my God, what is happening
to this?
What is going on right now? It's a bovine strip club. My mind is blown right now.
Yes, it's a strange world, Carmageddon, and we just.
Boy, I hope everyone has hung in the video long enough to see
this.
It's
a big. It's one long string of in-jokes, and we're hoping to bring these silly in-jokes to a whole new generation of gamers, whether they like it or not. And yeah, so it's the antidote to racing games. Yes, we have a racing mode. However, you don't have to race even in that mode, because basically what we've ensured is that if you want to, you can still win by wrecking your opponents. Your opponents are doing laps. If you don't want to bother with doing that, you basically can wait until they've got at least a lap, and then find a power-up, or you just use your car to destroy them, and you'll steal their lap. So, it just by doing a bit of killing of opponents, you can actually then win the event without actually having to go to the trouble of driving round and round the race course.
So you guys were smushing pedestrians with cars before GTA was, or right around the same time as the original top-down GTAs, right?
That's it, exactly. Pretty much the same time, yep. They were doing their 2D top-down version of this kind of game, and we went straight for 3D from the off, mainly because of Patrick Buckland, the co-founder. He was determined that we were going to do a really visceral Destruction Derby-based game originally. That was how we started, and we did a demo of a game called 3D Destruction.
Nicely done.
That was alright, wasn't it? Didn't even have to use my opponent repulsificator, which I'd gone and picked up. We'll find somebody else to use that on. Yes, we can do it. Oh, what on earth? Poor Vlad in the Annihilator. He's managed to trip over the dead Tashita, and so I'll just fire him through the air.
He's gone.
There we go. Oh, bye.
Oh, so good.
Where's he go? He's over there.
So would it be fair to say, is Reincarnation a sort of amalgamation of design ideas from Carmageddon 1 and 2, or do you take inspiration more from one or the other?
The levels have taken inspiration mainly from the original game, and then the gameplay is a mashup of the two.
Nice.
The original game didn't have the user triggerable power-ups like the one that the opponent repulsificator I just demonstrated. That was something that came in Karma 2. So yeah, we've mixed them up. My personal favourites for level design were from Carmageddon, the original. So, and this is what was called internally, I suppose, City A. The original level of the game being called Mame Street, which took place in City A. This is where we are now. As we're driving around, I've got things like these pickups that are upgrade tokens, which I can then spend in the front end of the game to increase my car's armor, power, and defensive capabilities to improve it as the game goes on.
So we're looking at the Eagle here, the sort of signature car of the series,
That's
the new
it.
version of it. But
That's
there are a
right.
ton of different cars you can unlock and use, all with sort of different driving properties, right?
That's it. Yeah. Oh, I'd say
that was sweet.
Oh, and I've accidentally finished the race.
Here. Well, let's keep playing. Let's keep chatting.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's.
So yeah, tell me, maybe this may be a chance to see one, or maybe try one of the other cars.
Yeah, we can do that certainly. Let's say
whatever.
No,
you
I
think.
don't want to. Yeah, let's go and do that. So we'll continue. You can see here the Rex Gallery makes a return. This was something that was a feature of the original game, where you could actually see all the mayhem that you caused.
Of your.
Those are There's some nasty looking messes there that were cars at one point.
Now, while you load up the next area, it's worth talking about how this is a Kickstarter success story.
Absolutely.
After you guys, I guess we sort of, it's my own fault as being a horrible host, we never finished the story of you guys reacquiring the rights to this. I mean, this was, you got the rights back, and then you kickstarted this game. Yeah,
that's it. And very successfully. We went out to, once we got the rights back, we went out to get $400,000, and we exceeded that by half again, including PayPal as well, as people could back us, and it was a tremendous success. We had 17,000 odd backers. We had backers who got the opportunity to to design their own cars to be in the game. Let's just go here to this, and And yeah, it was...
hey, the Degorian.
Ah, yeah, there we go.
All right, now you've made me really happy.
Now I will
as
just
a former
change my
DeLorean
car.
owner.
Yes, it is one of the cars that is iconic for our game, owned by one of our guys who used to work for us, who sadly is no longer with us. So this game is dedicated to Russell Hughes' memory. He was a lovely guy, and actually owned a DeLorean. Just automatically called it a DeLorean. He owned one himself.
I love it. Much respect for any fellow DeLorean owners.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys easily exceeded your goal, and then
yes, we did.
I read a story that you had a investor come in and dump a bunch more money in your laps to help really make the game as polished and awesome as possible. That's
it, because obviously we were very successful with the amount that we raised through the Kickstarter. Getting on for $700,000 is pretty good going, but it doesn't make a video game these days. With the team that you need to put together to actually put the polish and put the level of content into a game that that we wanted, we had to get additional funding. So we did that via via the wonderful Les Edgar, who is a long-time colleague of ours, who is a shareholder, a major shareholder in Stainless. So yep. Got the extra funding, and we're now playing Ped Chase, which is one of the other game types that's in the new game, where effectively a ped is tagged as a target. Get off me, you little thing! And, okay. So one of the AI got that ped, and I can see there in the distance. I can see one. So now we're all chasing him. The AI have got really annoyingly good at this particular event, and to the extent that it can actually be a struggle to beat them.
I love it. It's just so funny. Nice.
It is. It really is, isn't it? It's almost shouldn't be allowed level of funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth pointing out for those of you who maybe were too young for the original Carmageddons. In 1997-98, with the first two games, you guys were banned in Europe, or at least forced to nerf the game.
We were. I mean, there were countries that banned the game outright. Australia was one. Brazil was another. They just outright banned it, and there was nothing we could do once it had been on sale. Once it stopped being on sale, to do anything about that. But in various other places, in the UK, it was actually banned until we turned the pedestrians into zombies, at which point it was deemed acceptable because they weren't innocent.
It's okay to run over zombies.
It's the key point with this is that they were innocent people, and you shouldn't be allowed to have fun.
I'm sure they've all done terrible things in their lives.
Well, that's it. You've got to give them, you've got to give them a backstory that they all deserve to be here for one reason or another. That's right. That's right.
They're a bunch of inmates in a high security prison that have escaped.
Yeah, exactly. Here we can see the Give Me Head power up in use, which is basically popping the heads off any pedestrians that happen to be. Sorry.
Nice.
Yes.
And that's always
sucking their head towards.
The humor has always been a signature element of Carmageddon.
Honestly, it's based firmly in the lavatory, and we're very proud of it.
Because you guys aren't monsters. A straight-faced, serious game about running people over probably wouldn't really be anything anybody wanted to play.
No, and we wouldn't want to make it. We're playing for laughs the whole way through. We want to have fun, stupid stuff happening that makes you laugh. And
he's bigger than you.
Fortunately, I managed to repair. If I'd have actually, if I'd have stayed wrecked, I would have been auto-recovered, and I would have lost my my power-ups. Fortunately, I was able to repair myself, which is a feature that's always been in the game.
There we go.
Turn myself.
I really want to see the opponent repulsificator in action.
Guy? Oh, he's just fallen off. My head has just fallen off the edge. Where is he? And I will get you, little. Oh, somebody else is going to beat me to him. He's run off. You pesky pedestrian, where are you? Oh, right, okay. So we got a new ped, yeah. So somebody got that one.
So you guys were on
Yeah,
early
sorry.
access, but the game
I'm having
is
too much
now,
fun. I can't
know.
talk.
So the game is now out May 21st. It's full release. It is on Steam for PC. It is how much money if I'm not a backer?
No, it's $19.99.
$20 for a new Carmageddon. That's less than what I.
Oh, sorry. That's the. I'm talking pounds because I'm British.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
Definitely worth clarifying.
Yes.
All right, so are we
exactly.
talking $50 then? 50 American, roughly. I know what the.
It's 30. It's only
the Americans
$30.
benefit, I think.
I think you probably do because we love you so much.
We get the better of the exchange rate on that one.
Yeah.
I think $30 is less than I paid for the original Carmageddon too in 1998.
Yeah. Well, this is it. I mean, we think that the game is an absolute bargain.
See ya.
Bye bye, Vlad. So yeah, we encourage everyone to go out and buy it immediately because it is got to be the most fun the most bang you can have for your buck, as they say.
You know, if you've never played if you played Carmageddon, you're probably already buying this game and you're just watching this video because it's fun to listen to Nobby share stories and everything. But maybe if you're a little younger, maybe if you're familiar with the Twisted Metal series. This is obviously
we're in the same sort of genre.
Yeah, car combat,
very much so,
tongue in cheek, but with the added bonus of being of just wrecking pedestrians for points.
Yeah,
and laughs.
Exactly.
So I'm thrilled to have Carmageddon back. Nobby, thank you for bringing it back, for getting it back, because it's kind of a rare story in video games that not only are the original creators of something still around. You said at least like 6 of the 8 original team members are still there.
Yeah.
Most other studios they'd have just scattered to the wind and they'd be working elsewhere across the industry if they were even still in the industry at all. But you're all still there, and you got the rights back, and you're making it again, and it really is.
It's a
the
perfect
original,
little video game industry story.
It really is. So check it out on Steam if you're interested. And I know I will be solely for that Degorian. I must have it. I must run people over in it. That is nice way to end the video here. Nobby, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ryan. It's been a pleasure.
It is fantastic to have you here. And again, the game is Carmageddon Reincarnation, out May 21st on Steam. Check it out. It is just good, not so clean fun. And for more on all things Carmageddon, you're already in the right place right here at IGN.